Hello everybody and welcome back to TJ's Lego Room, and today I've got two Mocs for you. Double feature going on today. I hope you enjoy it. Both of these Mocs are available on Rebrickable right now. I was able to get both of them up in time so that they were totally available. If you want to build these things, you can absolutely do it. You can even change the colors if you want to. I won't even complain. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this, shall we? All right, so these two Mocs that we're dealing with today are going to be the all-terrain tactical jacuzzi, the 2.0 model, which is now known as the Elephant Walker. And then we have the very first version of my Batman Batplane in Star Wars. And so which one do you want to do first? Should we do the ATTJ or the Batman in Star Wars? I think you want the Batman in Star Wars. We've seen the ATTJ before, right? But don't worry, I will get to it later on in the video. All right, so this is the Batman in Star Wars Jedi Starfighter modification. So originally what I wanted to do is I wanted a vehicle that looked really good, that performed well in the movies and everything, and also would be able to fit Batman's motifs. And to be honest, I wanted it to look a little bit like a bat. Unfortunately, didn't actually happen with this particular model. I ended up trying to build a hyperdrive ring for this thing that would make it into the shape of a bat, and I gotta tell you, I tried for days and days and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to figure that out. I have a ton of drawings in my books. Unfortunately, none of them really worked out. Couldn't actually get it to build the correct way or look the way I actually wanted, but this is what we ended up with. We ended up with the base Jedi Starfighter, obviously painted black and very, very dark gray, with a little bit of gold in there to hint back towards our Tumbler Mock, our Tumbler Land Speeder, and our Speeder Bike Batpod. But we do have a few modifications on the thing. So if I hold it up here, you can see it does have extended wings. So those wings do extend quite a bit. It's quite a bit longer than the original Jedi Starfighters, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, I wanted it to have an elongated look, to look like it was definitely modified. Two, I ended up including larger engines so that it had a built-in hyperdrive, not just an impulse drive, or as they say in Star Wars, a sublight drive. Then I also obviously added a couple extra cannons on the top there. That was just for a little extra firepower for Batman to have, because, you know, he's never short on his firepower. And then back here, I have these black ingot pieces, which are pretty fun to use. Let's see if I can get a good image for you. There you go. Those black ingot pieces. And what I imagined those were for was for a cloaking device on this particular ship. I've seen a few of them in Star Wars, and they sometimes have a ridged appearance, kind of like a spine, and so that's kind of what I went with. They also flow very well into the print on this particular Jedi Starfighter. I can't remember if this is one of the original Starfighters or if this is a repeat print, but it is the dark bluish gray version. In the instructions, unfortunately, they didn't have that in Stud.io, and so I just have a transparent black version, but you can obviously see that this is the version that I went with, the dark bluish gray. As far as the underside, nothing really spectacular. I was hoping to get that Starfighter. I think I did change these to black on the instructions. I actually ran out of black pieces, which is crazy. Now these, you might want to cover up with some plates or some boat tiles or something to cover up the dark bluish gray here. If you want to get a black one of these, it's extremely expensive. I wouldn't recommend going that route because these dark bluish gray ones are very easy to find. I know that's a little bit of talking shop, but let's talk about a little bit of the thought process behind this. So the reason I went with the Jedi Starfighter is because it was a really awesome craft. It's actually one of my favorites from the prequels. It could be one of my favorites of all time. I really enjoy piloting Yoda's Jedi Starfighter in Battlefront 2, so that's kind of another reason why I would want this particular ship in there. But I thought it was also a fun design challenge to try to get everything to function and to work in this space. So if I remove the cockpit here, you can see that our Batman in Star Wars fits right in there. Fits in really well. He's got a couple of single-handed controls in there. He's got a couple of little displays up at the front there. I saw a similar design to how I did this. Let's see if I can get a close-up inside here for you. So I saw a similar design on somebody else's mock, and I really liked it. I tried to figure out how they did it. Couldn't quite get the instructions for it, but I think I did a pretty good job having two different controls and different displays. And then, of course, the TIE Fighter looking front end. It's classic. I imagined that Batman and Star Wars would have come across one of these things or come across the designs and been able to build one from scratch with the modifications you wanted, or to basically modify one that he got with his skills in tech and stuff like that. So gives him a lot of good tools to be able to search around and look for bad guys and such like that. Not too shabby. Well, so that is the Batman Starfighter. The instructions are free on Rebrickable. All right, now I'm sure what everybody was really waiting for. The all-terrain tactical jacuzzi or elephant walker. Now, this elephant walker is pretty cool. I've had a lot of fun building him, but I'm just going to grab one piece here to show you one of the coolest features. Ready? All right. So if I take one of these Millennium Falcon hoses that are in the trans clear, right, trans blue, if I stick it on the end of his trunk, like so, whoop. Oh, come on, get on there. Sometimes it's a little hard. There we go. So he's on there like that. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually have my snow trooper in there when I do this. I have to flip him around the other direction. But to save time, we'll just pull him out. But if we take this up like this and bend this down like that, boom! Look, looks like he's filling up his jacuzzi from his trunk. Isn't that kind of fun? I don't know. I had fun with it. I did put this up on Rebrickable on May the 4th. I posted around a couple places. You may have seen it before. This was actually originally a joke because I told everybody I was going to reveal my walker one day, my really big ATTC walker. And I thought it would be funny if I had this really small, tiny thing that I revealed instead. Of course, I did reveal the full thing in the same video, but first thing I went to is the all-terrain tactical jacuzzi, obviously the ATTJ because it's TJ's Lego room. So I tried to find a way to be able to build a small walker based on that. In the new updated version, it has the trunk and it even has a little tail, little spigot for draining the jacuzzi because, you know, I'm a plumber and anything that has water needs a drain, right? So it has a tail as a spigot to let things out, and then also has the trunk on the front so that it can pick up water from basically anywhere, a trough or a pond or something, filter it, and then squirt it back into the back so that your little Imperial officer or Imperial snowtrooper on Hoth or any other cold planet will be able to enjoy a nice jacuzzi while they deal with the cold of those particular climates. I hope you enjoy it. So those are the two mocks for this week. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with it. And next week we're going to be doing a couple of new things. Next week I will be showing you the final version of Batman Starfighter. This is the Mark 1 version. I do have a Mark 2 version. And I think we have a name for Batman in Star Wars. If you want to go ahead and guess in the comments, you're welcome to. I probably won't tell you you're right or wrong, but maybe you'll give me some good ideas. Maybe you'll come up with a better one than me, but I don't think so. I think I've got a pretty good one. But we'll be revealing the Batman Starfighter, the Batplane in Star Wars Mark II, which is pretty cool. I gotta say I'm pretty proud of it. And then after that, if you're still here in the video, as a key to the video after that, 2 weeks from today, basically, when the video is released, I'm going to reveal a behind-the-scenes construction of the Mark II Batplane in Star Wars, because as I built it from conception to final product, I actually filmed a progression as we went, so you'll be able to see a little bit behind the scenes, which should be a lot of fun. And fingers crossed, might give me a little bit of time to get some sleep during that week. So we'll just see if that works out or not. But it's hopefully something I'll be able to do in the future. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you're not interested in that, go ahead and let me know too, but I probably we'll just do it anyway because that's what I want to do. So thank you so much for checking out TJ's Lego Room, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a great time.